Loneliness is associated with feelings of emptiness, sadness, and shame, alongside the subject perception that is a disconnection with others. It not only occurs in the context of social isolation, but can also persist beyond this, even in a group. These past 2 years, when we've been told to isolate and stay home to prevent the spread, has taken such a toll on us. We are social beings, and to be isolated creates a whole host of concerns. Hi, my name is Mary Bourne, and I'm a traditional naturopath. I love sharing natural remedies with people. Natural remedies have been around for hundreds, even thousands of years because they work, and they work on humans and often pets too. One of the ramifications of isolation that I've noticed is a mistrust in our fellow human beings. We need to regain the love and fellowship of others, not find fault and see differences when these things are minor. The first wrong perpetrated on us was all about the immune system. We were turned upside down with what was being said about our immune systems. So I totally disagree with the obsessive fear mongering that we need to sterilize everything. Germs are out to get us, and they will kill us. This is such a difference from all of the years of learning about the immune system and how our body works. It wrenched me to hear what was being perpetrated on us as citizens. All reason has been demonized. You are living in fear, and if you don't want to understand how the immune system works and how you can protect your body naturally, well, you might as well turn the channel off. However, if you continue on and YouTube turns me off, then you can find me in Rumble, and I'll link to that. So what I want to explain to you today is actual, factual, reasonable, and has been understood for hundreds of years that our immune system was set up to support us, to give us strength. I love gardening. What I know is when you start plants indoors, you have to have light, water, warmth, and wind. What the wind provides is this flow across the plants to strengthen them. It's a resistance. And without that, your plants will grow spindly and they will not have the strength they need because they've been buffering against this resistance. So our bodies need that same kind of buffering. It's how our immune system works. It is challenged by something, it figures it out, and then protects us. Now, there is a caveat in that because most people do not have healthy immune systems. We've been ignoring the need for vitamin D. We haven't been out in the sunshine without sunscreen because that's what was told we needed to do to prevent cancer. But what we really need is that beautiful sunshine. And we need to breathe, not be smothered, but to be able to breathe the fresh air. There are so many things that I just heard and went, what? How can you tell that to people? A lot of times we are subjected to things that put our immune system into overdrive. And we are living in a very toxic world. And so our immune system is fighting bears around every corner. And eventually it wears out. So there are a lot of people who do not have healthy immune systems, but you will not protect your immune system by sterilizing everything. You need to gently subject it to different things. You need to feed it. You need to let it grow, just like plants. Physical health and emotional health are very much dependent on each other. Now, my YouTube channel talks a lot about gardening, about being healthy, what you can do to support better health. And this year in 2022, I am devoting some time into teaching about emotional health, because I really feel where your emotions go, your energy flows. And so we want to talk about what helps our emotions grow and what helps our emotions stay strong. Feeling alone was a huge problem way before the restrictions of this condition. There are people who feel alone in the middle of a crowd. If one is fearful, a mechanism for survival is to cut one off, shut themselves in. You'll see this in a child who has parents that are constantly arguing. The child will maybe go under a bed, or they will go into hiding of some sort. So older adults will also do this kind of survival mode, where if they can't hear the conversation and they can't follow the conversation, they just go within. And a lot of people will consider this dementia when it's actually a hearing and involving situation, not dementia. That active mind is just slowing down and it's not being challenged. So we must challenge our older people and be gentle with the challenge so that they can feel accomplished, maybe go a little slower. Maybe they're not used to hearing what's going on. Dealing with loneliness is dealing with emotion. So how do you deal with it? How do you know how to make things better? There are lots of books out there. There's articles about loneliness and how to engage people, and hugs, which have been demonized the last 2 years. Hugs are one of the most important things we can do as human beings, to let somebody know, hey, I'm with you on this. Having a spiritual connection in prayer and getting in touch with God will help many, many people. Whatever it is, grab onto something or someone who brings you joy. Now, I have found that using flower essences, which is an energetic medicine, to be extremely helpful. I've been working with emotional healing for over 40 years, and this is one of the ways people can do at home in between sessions that helps them regain control. So vibrational medicine is not toxic. And it can be taken by anyone. Little ones, I put it on a nipple and massaged it in a baby's mouth to calm them down. There are a myriad of ways to use flower essences. Now, these are not essential oils. Essential oils are totally different. They're both vibrational medicine, but this medicine is almost like a homeopathic. It takes the vibration of the bloom. Now look at, this is Mariposa lily. Look at this bloom. It's gorgeous. 3, there's a symbolism in 3. It's unconditional love and reconnecting. And one of the ways I like to use Mariposa lily is in the formula called Find Strength. Now, Find Strength is a flower essence formula. The main one is Mariposa lily, and then it has 6 balancing energies. Now, pine is the first one mentioned, and I have a video about the health benefits of pine. I'll link that in the description below. So the pine is about overwhelming guilt. It's self-blame. It's the energy of forgiveness. And the first thing we have to do is forgive ourselves. We are human. We make mistakes. And it's okay, because basically that's how we learn. And if we forgive ourselves, we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, to be open, to be loved. Loving oneself is very important if you want to move forward. Sharing one's love is first being able to love yourself, and then from that, being able to move that energy to another person. This essence may help balance the energies of self-love and loving oneself too much. So there are people that only think about themselves. And this energy is balanced by taking Find Strength. Oftentimes that's a front, just like closing oneself off. The pushing away, the energy of pushing away is another energy involved in this that's out of balance. The next is scarlet monkey flower. Now I have them pictured down here. Here's pine and here's scarlet monkey flower. Now look at the energy coming off of this brilliant scarlet flower. This beautiful red bloom is recommended for those who feel powerless. And many of us have been pushed into that position. And many people, in an effort to just try to deal with things, stuff hurt feelings, scared feelings, they just stuff them. And then maybe they're angry, but they don't want to show their anger because they're nice people. They want to be nice. They want to be liked because they're nice. But eventually it's like a pressure cooker that just explodes, one that doesn't have any control over it. They blow up, and this creates another cycle of events that is really difficult to move out of. And again, it comes into that being able to forgive yourself for making mistakes. You know, oftentimes we're just kind of struggling through. We don't really know how to deal with different things, and finding a therapist that helps. In this day and age, it's like you're talking to a screen, and that's not a good communication. As humans, we need the energy from another human in order to process. So this is a great remedy for toddlers that don't know how to communicate their needs, and so they show up, they do things in anger, or they have tantrums. Oftentimes it works well if the adult takes it and the child takes it. There's a communication, nonverbal, that formulates out of love. And so scarlet monkey flower is a really wonderful remedy in this formula. So people have been encouraged to go along to get along, and often this compromises our belief system. Centauri is helpful for a person to not be taken advantage of, because eventually, to go along to get along, and you keep stifling what your moral convictions are, you become this doormat. Whatever, you know, you need to be able to take a stand so that you can feel good about who you are and your talents and what you can contribute to this world. People who lack self-confidence will allow others to walk all over them, and then later on they regret it. And that really doesn't get you anywhere. You know, how many times have you been bumped into by something and thought later on, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that, or oh, I wish I'd thought of that, you know, which is useless energy. But having the ability to think clearly and speak clearly is really important. And Centauri helps you to say no when it's necessary, and to say yes when you feel convicted about something that you feel is the right thing to do. Fuchsia is a bold flower that has been used by flower essences therapists to help people channel strong emotions. I mean, look at this bloom. It's just absolutely incredible. That deep purple and that bright pink, just gorgeous. So you can tell that these are strong colors and they're for strong emotions. These are for times when something has happened in your life and you have to set it aside because other things are needing your support or processing. And then later on, you'll burst out into anger or burst out into tears because you need to purge these emotions and learn that when it's appropriate, or there's an appropriate time to let yourself feel these emotions and just allow them to go through, because you can't get over something. You need to go through it. And having this fine strength flower essence, I found to be so helpful in moving through, allowing the energies to just flow and to cleanse the body in these negative emotions. If you don't, what happens is you'll end up with like headaches or stomach aches, even cancer, because cancer is, when you think about it, is eating away at you. So helping, taking these emotional remedies actually really helps. And more people need to know about them. So the next one is yarrow, and actually specific pink yarrow. Now, there's a lot of gardeners that grow yarrow, and we grow all kinds of different colors. But the energy of that soft pink yarrow is, it helps to protect oneself against the energies of others. Now, I've recommended this to many massage therapists who, when they were working on people, found themselves to be so exhausted, and they were absorbing the negative energies of the people they were working with. And you want to be empathetic, but you don't want to absorb these emotions. And Pink Arrow did that. And now the fine strength is so beautiful because there's other things that are floating through there too, like that energy may be keying into something that you're going through, and that makes it even harsher for you to let flow. And so taking this beautiful 7-flower formula is just amazing. So this, I have found, also helps people who are overwhelmed by crowd influence. They lose themselves in the energy of the crowd and forget what they stand for, because this energy is so empowering and the people are so loud that your quiet voice kind of hides. So yeah, it actually goes well with the next and final remedy called goldenrod. Goldenrod rounds out this formula and is included to help people understand their role and needs. It is often used when people are caught up in a mob mentality. This essence helps to balance the energies of acquiring identity through others and understanding your own value and what you can bring to the table. This is a remedy that has helped a lot of people with obesity problems. There is something with eating and not getting in touch with who you are and what your needs are. And so eating becomes the pastime. The other thing is those people who are caught up in gaming, and you can for hours lose yourself in this this gaming presence, and you forget about the world around you and are very focused on what the next level is and how you can improve your game, basically. And it is not dealing with the situations of today's world. And a lot of these people will snack and drink things that are not beneficial to health. They don't go out, they don't exercise, they don't get fresh air or sunshine. So goldenrod essence helps foster personal strength and character with inner conviction to find happiness. So I'll leave a link in the description below where you will find a 25% discount on any of the supplements that you get. But I highly recommend that you look into the Fine Strength formula. It is just gorgeous. And I want to leave you with the look of this absolutely incredibly gorgeous and complex flower, which is the base of the Fine Strength formula. So share with others who may need some help, some hope and encouragement. If you need specific help, please email me, Dr. Mary at bornforhealth.com. Born for Health is my website. You will find lots of wonderful information there. Also subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you found this to be helpful. Comment. I love hearing from people, and share these videos because it's a time where we need to get back into sharing love and connection. And the purpose of these videos is to help people understand that herbs and food are helpful in getting our body back into balance. And disease occurs when the body is out of balance. And that's where medical doctors do their best work. Doctors prescribe and diagnose disease, and that is not the purpose of these videos. Natural medicine works with imbalances, and what we're trying to do is help the body to regain balance and focus. Remember, food is our medicine, and getting control of your health by focusing on herbs and healthy eating is something that you should share with your friends and family. Be thankful for the people around you and all the love in this world. All the gifts of nature, even the snow and the 6 degrees that it is outside. I am grateful. We are getting a beautiful sunny day today. So I want to thank you for viewing today, and I hope that you keep spreading the love. And until next time, this is Dr. Mary for the Health of It.